So I'm on the plane and I get upgraded to first class, which was super unexpected. And I get seated next to this guy who's like early 40s, like late 30s. And he's working on his laptop and I'm working on my laptop. And the flight attendant comes around and offers us drinks, and I just order a water. And he tells me, "Did you know that in first class it's like unlimited free drinks?" And I was like, "Oh, no, I did not." Obviously, it was clear that I did not because he felt the need to tell me. So I end up ordering a glass of wine, and then I'm like, "Oh, where are you going? What are you doing?" And he tells me that he's a professor and he works in nature conservation, and he's going on a trip to like give a speech about nature conservation, which is actually very interesting to me. And so I'm just asking him a bunch of questions, like not flirting, just chatting about nature conservation. And then at some point, he tells me that his wife is actually in the back with the two kids because he's very far behind in the project and he was sitting in first class, like, so he could get it finished because he also got randomly upgraded. And literally, as if on cue, we've been talking for like 15, 20 minutes at this point, and his wife comes up with the babies, like probably, I don't know, a 2 year old and like a 5 year old, and plops the baby, the babyest baby, in his lap, and is like, "If you're not gonna work, then the least you can do is watch one of the babies." She is pissed. And he's like, "Oh, hi. Like, she was just asking about how we met," which I did ask. I did ask that. She does not care though. And they start like whispering. He's like trying to calm her down. And the little girl who's like 5 is like, "Oh, we saw you board the plane," to me. So I'm like casually trying to make conversation with this 5 year old girl because they're having like a very heated, awkward conversation right next to me. He says something like, "Oh yeah, she was just like asking me about my job." And she's like, "Yeah, we've been watching you with your head turned over here for the last 20 minutes. Then she ends up leaving and she just leaves the baby, like the 2 year old, in his lap with no tools. So the baby's like kicking the seat, very busy. This guy's like giving him his watch, digging in his bag, giving him a pen, like whatever he has on him. And I feel awkward. I'm like, should I take the baby? Like, should I be taking responsibility for this? So I'm just like on my phone awkwardly. And it's awkward for everyone. He's like kind of trying to make conversation with me, but I'm kind of like, don't do it. And initially I'm like, ooh, that lady is grumpy. But then I'm like, well, what husband leaves what partner even, not even husband, what partner leaves their partner in the back of a plane while they're in first class drinking whiskey with a 2 year old and a 5 year old on like a 3-4 hour flight? Like, that's crazy. The lesson I learned here is one, just never talk to man with wedding rings on. It's not worth it. There's no reason. And two, choose wisely. Do not marry somebody who's going to leave you in the back of the plane with a 2 year old and a 5 year old.